Friday and laced up and ready to go for a Saturday night and another sellout for UD Arena. They just keep them coming. The Flyer faithful, one of a kind. Mike Paolo, Jeff Pond, Nick Terry, our officials. Dalton Gaiman, Amael Latong in the center circle. We are underway. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's Dayton in the white jerseys, North Florida in the blue. And the Flyers with the first trip on offense. Latong going to work, going glass, and missed it. Gaiman on the board.
Latong's got to finish that. That was a great post up. Drops that baseline, easy layup, just didn't finish it. But you can see that Dayton is going to go inside because they have the size advantage. But on the other end, North Florida, now don't get used to seeing them take it to the rim. They average 33, 34 three-point attempts a game. They want to let it fly from outside, but got to the cup there.
Hey, Cameron Oriole going right to the glass and scoring it off the square. Starters brought to you by CareSource. And the Flyers and Shane Montgomery in a fight right now. Loose ball and a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing to North Florida. Well, since the third game of the season, this has been the starting lineup for UD. In Montgomery, Jones, Durkak, Bennett, and Latong. And the Flyers, after an empty trip, their first, second one, a turnover.
Yeah, and Dayton did a great job against Virginia. Only 9 turnovers that game. Not a good sign to see, early turnover, but they have been taking better care of the ball as of late.
Legal screen and called here on Dalton Gaiman. Osprey. They also have had the week off. Their last game, you got to go all the way out to Spokane, Washington. As they took on the Gonzaga Bulldogs. And it was a 109-58 game, and North Florida on the wrong end of it. Latong working on Gaiman. Flyers trying to get him involved here early, and almost another empty trip as Latong unable to connect with Durkak, but that ball last touch the Osprey, and Flyers able to keep possession.
Yeah, an exam week, you mentioned it, exam week. It's just it's another test mentally. I mean, it doesn't seem like it'll be something that could throw you off, but what it is, it messes up your routine. Exam week is a different routine, and sometimes it just can throw you off, and right now, Flyers look a little off kilter. But if we're going to sharpen it up.
We got a whistle and a foul on Kent Jackson, sophomore out of Jacksonville, Florida. Comes in averaging 12 points per game, picks up his first, and it's a group, North Florida, that has got 3 guys in double figures, one of them coming off the bench, that being the talented freshman in Trey Cady. But Brooks highlighted it. They shoot a lot of threes, and they make a lot of threes. Bennett, baseline jumper, late in the shot clock, in and out, and Dayton is yet to find the bottom of the bucket, but they're going to get another possession here as Jackson's foot was on the inline.
Yeah, and this North Florida team is coached really well. They're solid defensively. You got to think, teams that they've played the highest of competition, elite, Power 4 type athletes. So nothing that Dayton throws at them tonight is anything new that they haven't seen. So look for them to guard Dayton really well, especially early on in the game.
Latong wants a 3. Off the back rim. A rebound comes to Devin Hines. Graduate student and transfer from Lafayette out of West Palm Beach, Florida. Shane Montgomery able to force a steal. And Dayton still not able to find the score sheet. Latong got a second look at it, but missed the layup. And North Florida still with the lead 2-0.
Well, the staff can't be happy with that. That's 2 point-blank opportunities for Latong at the rim. At his size, he has to convert those at a very high clip.
Brooks, we got to check these buckets. Cameron Oriole just missed a short one. And Bennett missing on the 3. We got a whistle and foul on the rebound. And I think this is going against Mason Lee, the redshirt sophomore in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. The second foul against the Osprey.
Well, you can see Latong right there, great rebounding position. Was able to draw the foul with his size. He's missed a couple bunnies early, but at least he's attacking the glass. Already with 3 rebounds. Almost got another rebound there.
Durkak. He's been living at the line lately, shooting a lot of free throws. His last 2 games, another miss. Latong unable to knock it in from distance, and Ball out of bounds. It will be North Florida basketball.
Yeah, slow start. Flyers missed their first 7 attempts. Now 0 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3. And we talked about it. You know, those missed layups early on, that could just change the flow of the game. You get those layups to drop, a couple quick baskets, the crowd gets into it. It just kind of changes the course of the game. That's why you got to convert the easy opportunities when you get them.
Well, it is chilly outside. An ice-cold start for both teams here early as Kent Jackson misses the layup. Shane Montgomery to the hoop, going glass, and he was fouled. Dayton going to try and find their first points tonight at the foul line.
Yeah, both teams struggling. We mentioned it a little bit ago. It's something about exam week. And again, at this level, these athletes are creatures of habit. Routines. You get into routines, and exam weeks sometimes throw off your routine. When you talk about it, North Florida hasn't played in a while, so you could definitely tell they're getting off to a slow start. And the same, with the Flyers, haven't played in a while, so look for both teams to get that rhythm going. Hopefully here soon.
Here is Trey Katie. Oh, he's been red hot of late.
Yes, he has.
His last 3 games, this guy is filling it up. Out of Marion, Ohio, he's got a lot of family and friends here, and making the trip to Dayton. Is Marion 90 miles northeast of Dayton, and about an hour 45 drive. And Shane Montgomery, after making the first, misses the second, and a loose ball. Letong able to pick it up. Durkak to the cup, and Dayton's got their first field goal.
Well, you love to see it again. Letong active on the glass. He's missed a couple shots, missed a couple threes, couple at the rim. Hasn't hung his head. It has not stopped his energy attacking the glass, where he has a huge advantage. Good thing to see.
Here's Devin Hines. Fadeaway jumper, missed it, but the foul on Keontae Jones, and it'll be Hines to shoot the first two free throws of the night for the Osprey.
Yeah, just a careless foul right there. Great defense initially by Jones. Slid his feet well, didn't go for any head fakes, was there for the great contest. Just a lack of focus, kind of tapped him on the elbow. That's one of those things, sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't. Right there, Jones got caught on the elbow.
Looking back to 2024, Devin Hines was Patriot League 3rd team. And this season, averaging just over 8 points per game, had 9 their last outing against Gonzaga. Looking for the lead and missing that second free throw, so he splits the pair. 3-3 here early, as we played close to 4 minutes. Shane Montgomery over to Keontae Jones, inside of Letong, banging against Katie. That's a tough finish.
Yeah, it's a tough finish. Actually, through contact, he might have caught could have caught a foul there. Letong's looking very aggressive offensively. Already with 5 attempts. He's 1 for 5 from the field, but each time down the court, you can see the Dayton is trying to play through him, hopefully to get him rolling, because they're much better on his offensive.
Brother were the first Flyers ever to reach the NCAA championships. He's going to be honored at halftime with Kelly Austria. Oh, was she a defender? A former Atlantic 10 Defensive Player of the Year and hometown product, Beaver Creek. Congrats to Kelly. Her record at UD, 101-28. And she was part of 4 NCAA teams, tournament teams, and second all-time in career steals at Dayton. And Brooks, you were a hometown product. You had to play in front of family and friends, and Kelly was the same. And she was a heck of a ball player.
Yeah, she definitely played great. Great young lady, great family. She went to Carroll.
Carroll, yeah.
Went to Carroll High School and represented there well. Good to see her getting in, and anytime that somebody do something I can't, as Mr. Lemon gets to the Hall of Fame, I could not do that cross-country stuff, man, so respect.
Oh, he was something else. Katie misses on one end, Dayton missing on the other is Bennett. Long on the 3, but we got a whistle and a foul on that rebound. And that is going against Devin Hines. You mentioned running cross country. Chris Lemon is a guy, he qualified for the 2016 U.S. Olympic trials in the marathon.
Wow.
Jacob Connor has entered the game. He wants a 3, missed it. Malcolm Thomas has checked in, and he's got a rebound.
One thing this group will do, when Dayton goes to the bench, they bring in 2 guys that will bring energy.
Oh, hello. Jacob Connor, sorry to cut you off. You were talking about energy, and Jacob Connor was trying to bring it. He heard you, partner.
Nah, I stopped my sentence as well. That could have been nasty. But now, two guys, anytime that Dayton goes to, you see this baseline drop. Let me watch this one more time. Whoa. He tried. But, Bryce Hurd and Malcolm Thomas, those are two guys that when they're in the game, they're young guys, and they are going to play hard. They're going to bring some energy. Right now, there's a little bit of a lull with the offense, not a lot going on. Dayton is very good in playing off of turnovers and defense and energy, and right now they haven't really forced any turnovers, any live ball turnovers, so look for someone to try to provide a spark off that bench.
Mr. Dietschuk is into the game in the number 7 jersey. Hey, I got to give some love to Trey Cady.
Oh, yeah.
He got up there with Jacob Connor. Off that replay, I mean, that was quite the meeting. I mean,
that's a good point.
First in flight, those two guys.
Especially nowadays, man, with social media stuff. If you get caught on a poster, you're going to be everywhere.
He was up there.
He did. He challenged them. It's a good point.
And it worked out. He picked up the foul, but Jacob Connor unable to cash in at the line. Flyers 1 for 4 from the stripe here at the start. Late in the shot clock. Oh, this is a tough trip for North Florida. Dayton turning up the defensive pressure. It's going to stay with the Osprey, but Cameron Oriole was in a lot of trouble right in front of Dayton's bench.
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about somebody providing a spark. Like this group that is in right now with Jones, Bennett, especially we talked about Malcolm Thomas and Bryce Hurd. Those are guys that are going to play with energy. Great play right there by Jacob Connor, causing a deflection off of North Florida. But we talked about that energy. You can already see the difference, especially defensively right now with the group that's in the game.
And let's see if we can get a bucket. I mean, North Florida, they haven't scored a field goal in 5 minutes. They scored on their first trip, and Dayton's not much better. Flyers are 2 for 11 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3. Bryce Hurd some penetration. Keontae Jones attacking the rim, and boy, it is. Points are coming out of premium. BJ Plummer across the lane. He'll kick to Cady. This guy's been red hot.
He's cooking. You mentioned the tear that he's been on the last 3. Put some stats to it. He's averaging 17 points a game over those last 3. Playing at a high level of confidence. He can knock it down from outside. As you saw, he can get up above the rim. It's a tough matchup. But another guy didn't have a problem getting buckets is Devon Bennett right there. So it's good to see him get one to drop, as this Flyers are in desperate need of some offense.
Malcolm Thomas to steal. Here he is on offense. Spin. A lot of contact. Was able to finish through it. That's impressive from one end to the other. It's number 1, Malcolm Thomas.
You love to see guys get rewarded on the other end. With guys that cause a turnover on the defensive end, it's nice to see them hustle down and get rewarded by getting the ball on the offensive end. He was able to convert there.
Cameron Oriole averaging close to 17 points per game. Keontae Jones, one of the best defenders out. That's a good matchup. This is Kent Jackson. He can shoot it. Loses the handle, and it's Jones on a steal. Here comes Hurd. Oh, look out. Malcolm Thomas hanging on the rim.
We talked about it. 2 guys are going to bring some energy. 2-man connection right there. Bryce Hurd pushing out transition. Malcolm Thomas running the court. Getting the oop from Hurd. Throwing it down for 2.
Jones going to be called on the foul. They'll go out as we look at this last sequence.
And let's give some credit to Jacob Connor, who caused the turnover. That's his second forced turnover on the defensive end. Right there, he slid his feet, cut him off. North Florida turned it over, and then now transition. That's where the Flyers want to be most of this time, most of the game.